Happy Halloween, everybody! And when Andy joins me, we've got an EVP to show you that we picked up at Skibbereen. We're going out to our Halloween fancy dress party tonight, our annual Hellfest.
No, we're just going out as
well, we go like this anyway, so it don't really make much of a difference. But yeah, it's Halloween Hellfest tonight. So happy Halloween to all our viewers.
Halloween.
Thank you for subscribing and thank you for following us and giving us support.
Yes.
I know you've heard most of the EVPs because we've played them as we've gone along on various ghost investigations, like especially the Whitby Abbey Part 1, where we picked up that menacing laugh in the graveyard, and also the Jack the Ripper Whitechapel ones are really, I know we had quite a few people in the background, but they're really, really good because we can actually get back to those places where the 5 victims were found, and we have picked up like quite a lot of flashing activity on the EMF meter. So Andy,
yeah,
this is the EVP we picked up at the Skirrid Inn. We went inside a prison cell. It was like a wooden little cubby hole kind of place, and it's a prison cell on the door. So Andy and I went in, and we had another couple of people in with us, but everybody kept really quiet, and we were asking out, you know, were you locked up in here? Why were you locked up in here? So anyway, you'll hear it. I'll let Andy play it. You play it close up to the camera.
I'll play it close up to the camera.
Yeah, and we've heard a female voice in the background saying, well, you'll hear it anyway. See what you can pick up.
Look, it's me.
Yeah. No, he's in fancy dress.
Let me check me. This is just going to wobble all over the place and end up belting the camera. It's just going to all go wrong.
Because you know how we are with technology.
I know I am. Right, so this is it.
Yeah.
Oh God, I know I'm creaking. It's not me, it's my pants. Okay.
Why were you here? What was your crime? Were you one of the people who was hung? Is there anything you'd like to say to us? What was your name? How old were you when you died? Okay, if there's anybody in this room, can you talk into the red light?
Just play it back again, because I think what we picked up was a female voice going, yes.
Yes.
When you said how old were you, and you went, it was 17. So we gathered that it was a 17-year-old girl that had been wrongly accused for something, because back in those days they used the Skirrid Inn upstairs as a courthouse, and they would have people in to steal a loaf of bread or, you know, just literally anything like that. So I've got a feeling that this 17-year-old girl was like sort of brought in on charges that either were very small or you know, were actually she hadn't done it at all, because this is what happened back in those days.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we've already played you back the ones at the Whitby graveyard.
Yeah, we got the menacing laugh.
And the laugh.
Yeah, we were walking around the graveyard, and we were both stood at the back of the church, and we said to the camera, Andy asked a couple of questions, is anybody there, would you like to make yourself known? And then he says, there is a guy actually walking along the coastal path in the background, and Andy says, I really hope that's a person and not a ghost. And right after that you hear a really menacing laugh. Go on, do the laugh.
It's like, it sounded like, you know, Muttley.
That's the Muttley.
It was like, as I say it, it's like,
yeah.
But you go back and you think, was it me that did it? Or is it? But when you go back on the film, you don't hear it. So I'm thinking, well, then obviously it wasn't me because you'd have heard it straight on there, wouldn't you? So yeah, but it was right behind.
So what has
Weird.
been your favourite
Weird.
ghost investigation, or which place do you think has been the most haunted place to you so far that we've done?
Recently,
All of them, out of all of them.
uh,
Like feeling the atmosphere, because you can't show that on the camera when you get in a place and you feel that there's an atmosphere.
I would say that abandoned hospital last week.
That were really good, and we've
There
only
was-
just loaded that up, guys.
It was one of them places where you go around and you think, oh yeah, I'll be alright going on my own. But when you actually go on your own and it's dark, it takes on a whole new different thing, and you're like, oh yeah, we'll go in different rooms, we'll sleep in different rooms, or we'll go and do it on our own. And then when it actually comes to it, you're like, actually no,
Yeah.
because it's one of them places that if you're on your own and you're in a room and you're in the dark, it's pitch black. If you panic and rush out, where'd you go?
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're just going to get lost, you're just going to,
Trip over.
you know, there was an atmosphere, there was definite atmosphere, and that panic room, that second video in that panic room, it was like, we walked in there and it was like, I think we basically wanted to throttle each other.
Yeah,
didn't we?
and the thing is,
it was not so much physically, but it was like
agitated.
we were both agitated with
Yeah,
each
we were,
other.
yeah.
There was like really agitation in there.
Yeah,
and
there was.
it wasn't until we went in that little room, which was I don't know if it was an office or it was a room where they put people who'd been.
That was a room for patients, that,
For
because they
for
got a
patients,
little
I don't
thing
know.
where they put
Yeah.
the food through and stuff like that, and they had a window for
Yeah,
looking through and monitoring. So that
But-
was actually a lockdown separated room where we slept. That we actually slept on the floor. What happened? We did a 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. at the abandoned hospital in 3 parts. Now the second one we filmed on the phone, and one or two viewers has actually messaged us and said you can't hear any sound on it, but I think we had something affected the sound, because when we went to film we had the volume on high and it should have been okay, the sound. But one lady, and thank you Cindy for coming forward and pointing that out, because we don't always get to see all the videos, the sound has actually gone right down on that, but we think that possibly might be paranormal that's caused that to happen, because it was set right when we started, and that is the room. It was dressed up for Halloween, that's why there was blood and graffiti everywhere and all that, but it was a dementia ward. There are panic buttons around the room for patients that are panic, can't get out of bed or want to go to the toilet or whatever. There was a separate physiotherapy room. I think we filmed around that, and then there was the individual side ward for people I think that really need medicating and sedating and putting in there, isolated off for a little while. So Andy and I, at first we were going to go up and sleep in the mortuary, because part 3 is the part that we did in the mortuary. And me and Andy went back up there and said, like, okay, we took the sleeping bags, everything, and went, we're going to sleep in the mortuary tonight. So we got up to the mortuary and we did the 45-minute shoot in there. It was so cold. It was
cold.
so cold in there when we were going to sleep in there.
It was really cold, and
Yeah.
then when we thought about it, we thought, actually, it's not very respectful to do that.
No,
As much as come on, well, let's do this, that. The reason, one of the main reasons was we thought it's a bit disrespectful, and I felt we both felt as what's happened in the last couple of weeks. It just wasn't.
No.
What happened with my dad passing away.
Yeah.
We just felt it just wasn't
Yeah.
right to do that there.
No, and we had Andy's dad's funeral just
So
Thursday
it just didn't feel
this
right.
week, so it was a little too soon for us to be, investigating that kind of an area.
Yeah.
But the whole hospital, there was quite a few different paranormal groups, YouTubers there that night,
It was.
and everybody found different places to sleep, and we did sleep on the floor of that room in the part 2 on the farm where the sound's not very good. We slept in there the rest of the night till 9 a.m. And to be honest with you, about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning I woke up, and there was nobody about. It was quiet, everyone was sleeping in different areas, and I heard this big metal like clang, and I thought, well, it's an old abandoned hospital. People have been around filming and moving objects about for the shot, and what have you all night. So I don't know if I wasn't scared, because it started to get light, But I think if it was
Yeah,
3 o'clock in the
in the
morning,
morning.
you're like, it's paranormal. But because it's getting on to 7 o'clock in the morning and the daylight's coming, you're like, actually, I'm not scared. Maybe it was just something falling down. I think that plays a lot on your mind, the time
I
of
think
night.
it's one of them, it's pitch black, it's in the middle of the night, and then you suddenly think, I want to go to the toilet, and you're thinking, oh my God, I've got to...
Go out there on my own.
You've got to go out on your own, it's dark, you don't know whether it's what's hot, that's one of my favourites so far.
Yeah,
It's one of my favourites so far, and I think this time, when we go to East Drive, we're sleeping upstairs.
Oh yeah, we're going to do.
We're definitely sleeping upstairs.
Yeah,
We've got to do it.
Yeah, we're going to be doing that this year.
So we will actually be filming this one this time. Yeah, we will be doing that.
And I think, and I have to say it, and we've only got like 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes footage if we're lucky, because it was one of the very, very first abandoned places we investigated. One of my all-time favourite places is Ridgely Asylum at Lancaster, the derelict abandoned building.
Sometime we'll go back.
We are going to go back. It's awesome. You can literally just walk straight in. And I think when we took our first steps into doing abandoned, that was the place we picked. And it was so easy to get in, and it was good to walk around. There was other groups there, so there was people there. You felt a little afraid. You could go and join, talk to other people. It's just amazing up there. So I think I'd like to go back and do that place, to be fair. We're going to try and round up some people, some YouTubers and some friends and some viewers, even if you want to come and do it to Lancaster Abandoned. Maybe before Christmas, maybe after.
All you have to do is just put in a comment afterwards that you'd like to come with us.
Yeah, and if you'd like to, it's Lancaster.
Obviously, we're talking, in the you've got to be in this sort of Greater Manchester, Lancashire
Northwest area.
Just
I'd say as far up as Lake District
travelling.
and as far as Crockers, Yorkshire, and as far down as
if
maybe
you want to
Chester's.
come with us, just leave a comment.
Yeah, because it's a place that's so huge. You can go around in a group, but you can split up and have literally like a whole section to yourself. And if people want to do abandon for the first time and not want to be on their own, I think that's a good place to do.
It is a good place. It is a good place.
Yeah, I'm hoping to bring Danny and the Meatheads, so I'm going to shout out to Danny and Lucy. Happy birthday, Danny! It's his birthday tonight. He has got his own YouTube channel, The Meatheads. Him and his two guys. They do bodybuilding, they do gym workouts, they train people. They not only the physical side, but they also help people with their mental health. And they help people, sort of combine the two. And they're doing a lot of really good work at the minute, the Meatheads. And we're hoping, they've got some competitions coming up before Christmas, but as soon as they're free, we're hoping to take those three guys up to Ridgely at Lancaster, and then we can all, go and do some ghost investigation.
I think I'll be more scared of them three than I will be.
They'd be good bouncers to have on the door, let's put it that way. Shout out to the rest of our subscribers. Thank you, Anthony. You subscribed from the very first day. We've got the names of some of our subscribers, but we just thank you, Cindy,
Sign
for
on.
messaging. Yeah, Si, we met you up at Smithills Hall. Do you remember? You were just taking a walk with your family, and you ended up getting tangled up with us lot doing a ghost investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good to see you.
But also, I've got to mention this, but not a shout out to John or whatever his number, who's basically told me that we're going to be possessed by demons.
Oh, the Bible puncher. Yeah, we got a Bible puncher after us now, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
Is he from Kansas or somewhere?
I have no idea.
I'm not sure, but
I have no idea where
chasing after us.
He's probably, I have no
He's
idea.
all hellfire and damnation, and he's coming after us, and he wants to save our souls. It's like, you're too late, man. 30 years ago you might have had a chance, but now, too late.
He's a born again Christian. Demons are real. The only person who demons are afraid of is Jesus and everything. Well, it's a bit late now. I'm already possessed, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. And shout out to Tom, who's coming to Halloween tonight, and Charlotte. And a shout out to Kev at work and his daughter Kira, who have recently been watching. And anybody else who knows us, who's watching, who haven't come forward and admitted it yet.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Ziggy in the bakery.
Oh, yeah.
He's watching.
Victoria and Eleanor.
Yeah, hi Victoria,
subscribed.
hi Eleanor, hi Phil, hi Alex, hi Pete.
Paula, Ian.
If they watch.
Everybody.
They're very sensible. I don't think they're going to watch this, but if they do...
They're watching. Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
No, I can't think of anybody else who's got a... Yeah.
So whatever you guys are doing for Halloween tonight, stay safe, have a really good weekend, and especially stay safe bonfire weekend. The locations we've got coming up between now and Christmas, we're going to do St Anne's, the Sand Dune area where a murder was committed. We're going to go back to the canal at Standish to do the derelict mill. Yeah.
We're fine.
Well, we went down the wrong path and ended up in the mud, so
Not
we
in-
made the
not-
best of a bad situation.
Not in the dark, and it ended up like Blair Witch. 'Cause we
Yeah,
couldn't find where we were going, and we were sliding down hills.
Yeah.
Probably better thought through, but hey, that's all.
We are going to get up to Pendle at some point, but we're waiting until the Halloween Satanists have been and done their thing and gone out of the way, and then we're going to go up there.
Just get the life out.
Yeah, we're going to finish off the urban legends, Boroughbridge Steps, the Mad Woodchoppers Woods, the Critter Woods, and on the tops Winter Hill area where Winter Hill Paranormal do a lot of their field work looking for the critter, and I take them very seriously actually because they really do believe in what they're doing, and you've got to respect it whether you believe in it or you don't.
Each to his own. They all do what they want, and
They're out there every weekend, so
no,
there's something.
they're out there do every weekend doing it
Taking
and
them
do
up there.
videos. I mean, yeah, everybody does what they want to do, don't they?
Yeah.
Don't mock it.
No.
Don't knock people. They're doing something. They're not sat in front of mind-numbingly boring television on a Saturday night. They're out
Yeah.
doing something that they want to do. They're keeping fit. They're getting out. They're meeting other people. That's what it's about. You're not being on your own and stuff
Exactly.
like that, and that's what it's about.
Yeah.
So don't, no matter what you think of anybody else's videos, you've got to remember everybody starts somewhere. Nobody's perfect.
And whilst we're on this subject, a special shout out to 3 awesome YouTubers who have been our mentors from the very first day, and that's Dan Dixon from Preston, Exploring with Fighters, Proving Demons Andrew from America, and Dark Arts Carl from Manchester. Those 3 guys, you must go and check out their channels if you haven't done it already, and you must go and subscribe because those guys have been doing this for 7 years. They've been all over Europe, all over the world, all over the UK, Scotland, everywhere. Lately, those guys have been getting sabotaged by one individual whose YouTube is not doing so very well at the minute. A YouTuber who's actually lied and gone to the papers, claimed to have found things that he hasn't found, lied and made things look like a ghost when they're not. This guy has sabotaged the cars, the homes, literally the lives, threatened the kids of these, really, really great guys who are doing YouTube. So Dan, Andrew, Carl, I doubt you'll ever watch us because we're only small time, but if you ever do, just want you to know you've got 100% our backing, and I think you'll find that the whole YouTube family of paranormal and UFO and everything else weird and wonderful out there will support you and back you up your cause. They've even had to get the police involved, and there's an impending court case, and it really shouldn't come to this. You do your thing. If it's successful, that's great. If other people are more successful than you, then look at what they're doing and learn from them. Yeah, don't make their lives a misery. And if there's people who are starting out, help them. And this is how it's a YouTube family, and we're a paranormal family, and we should stick together, help each other out, help each other stay safe. Anything like that. Not this fighting and this war, but it got quite dangerous. Whereas the guy has been torching the cars of Andrew. And he's been, they've got kids, these guys, and he's been threatening the wives, girlfriends, and the safety of the homes, which is totally unacceptable. But thankfully now the police are involved in that. So that's Dan, Exploring with Fighters from Preston, Andrew, Proving Demons, and Dark Arts Carl from Manchester. I love you guys. Stay safe.
Yeah.
And to everyone else, happy Halloween and have a good one, and we'll see you soon.
And if any of them 3 want to come out ghost hunting,
Oh yeah, we'd
ghost
be
hunting
really
with
happy.
us,
We'd be
we're
well happy.
I'm quite happy to meet you.
I even get you some pizza.
At the
Dan,
shell.
we get you some pizza. Anything you want.
At the Shell Garage.
Are we grovelling too much now?
Yeah, of course.
Perhaps
we
we're
are.
grovelling.
Of course we are. Yeah.
Let's go to our Hellfest party.
All right. And
There we go.
that's a wrap.